What is up, everybody? Welcome to AK Plays. I'm AK. Let's play. Alright everybody, today we're going to be talking about Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Now, I've done a couple of videos about Black Ops 4 in the past, both of which were talking about the beta. One was about the multiplayer, and one was about Blackout, the Battle Royale mode. Now, I knew that there would be some changes in the full release game, and so I kind of wanted to wait and get a first impressions, a real first review of the game once it came out, and it's out. So these are my very raw first impressions, because this is, I think, my second Blackout game that's on screen, and then later I have some zombies and some multiplayer gameplays, which are my literal first games of each of those. So extremely first impressions. And but I've definitely played Call of Duty before. I've played all of the games. I think I've played it since, I want to say it was called Call of Duty 2. I played like the big red one, which was like the really old ones. I don't even think that was on 360. I think that was main Xbox, like the old school one. So I've played Call of Duty for a long time, and it has evolved unbelievably far over the years. And this is kind of a culmination of the Black Ops series. They really have a lot of nostalgia packed in. You can find that in the different maps all around Blackout and throughout the rest of the game as a whole. But I'm not going to talk about all the kind of nostalgia and Call of Duty stuff, because I'm sure there's people that'll go way more in depth than I can. So I'm going to talk about just what I think and each of the modes. First thing I'm going to talk about is Blackout, which you've been seeing on screen, and then I'll talk about zombies for a little bit, because I know a lot of us are PvP players, so that's probably not a huge interest point. And then I will talk about multiplayer, which is kind of the staple of every Call of Duty game. So, Blackout. It is definitely the most hyped up thing about this game, and it's pretty darn hot in the gaming community right now. So, does it deserve the hype? Yes, absolutely. It is really well done, it's really good, and it's a ton of fun to play. I think the best way to play it is with a squad, because the more people you play this with, I think you're going to have more and more fun. Playing it as a solo player is okay. You're still going to enjoy yourself, it's just that it ends up moving kind of slow in the mid-game. And that's okay. That doesn't make it a boring game at all. It's just that I don't know, it's slow. And so it's no hate against the game at all. It's just you'd much rather have some people to talk to make call-outs with and joke around with during that kind of lull in the fighting. That's my opinion. Other people might like the solitude. But either way, it's really fun, it's really well done, and compared to the beta, it is much smoother, it looks better, and the looting is 1,000 times better. You couldn't loot from as far away in the beta version, and you can loot farther, you don't have to stare at the ground, it's much better. So, that's my thoughts on Blackout, it's great. On to zombies. Now, I'm only going to do this for a little bit, because I just think it's worth mentioning. Zombies has always been in the Treyarch games, for Call of Duty, and it's always been a ton of fun, and it's always been kind of something that's you do when you're bored or you want to go mess around with friends, and it's really fun. Over the years, they've been kind of changing it. I know a lot of people really love what they've done and where they go with it. Every time they release a new game, I think they become more and more complicated, and they go away from the kind of really simple Nazi zombies that they had at the beginning in World at War. But this one, there's a lot of different maps, a lot of different things you can do. This was literally my first gameplay, so you can see I'm getting lost all around the map. It's so confusing at this point that I don't even pretend to understand all of those green buttons or the things at the bottom of my screen. I just was shooting zombies, and you can still do that and have fun with it. If you want, you'd have to watch hours and hours worth of Easter eggs and unlocking this and that to be able to be a really good zombies player nowadays, but that's out there, and people can do it. I'm sure you could do it. I don't think I'll be playing a ton of zombies. It's just kind of not really my style anymore because of how complicated and it's become like a full-time thing to become a zombies player. So I don't know. I think maybe I'll do it occasionally with like friends and stuff like that. But definitely not a huge interest point for me in the game. Maybe if they come up with a more simple map that doesn't require me doing a bunch of online research to figure out how to do all the Easter eggs, then maybe I'll give it a try. On to multiplayer, which is my biggest surprise from the beta. Now, the beta was good, but I kind of let me down. I didn't love the multiplayer in the beta. This multiplayer, I don't know why, I don't know what they changed, but it just feels better. And I'm really happy with it. I was very, very happy with the multiplayer. Now, the background clip, it was my first game, and so I'm using literally their default class, and it was very weird to use because it's an LMG with a thermal scope. So, not the easiest thing, definitely not my play style. I'm more of a SMG run and gun player. So, this was very weird, but I mean, it worked, so I'm happy with it. But either way, multiplayer as a whole was really, really good, and I was very happy with it. Just basically everything felt good. The guns felt better, the sounds were better, colors, it just ran smooth. I don't know why, I can't put a finger on what they changed, but it just feels better, and I'm happy with it. It doesn't feel like Black Ops 3, it doesn't feel like any other COD. It actually feels noticeably different than every other Call of Duty. The time to kill is much, much faster, that might be what it is. But the time to kill is quick. It is not long like in the beta where it felt like it took a long time to kill people. I'm getting 3-shot kills with an LMG in this, which is crazy. So I'm very happy with the time to kill. I feel like everything runs really smoothly. The maps, now that there's more, I feel like they do flow better because there's other maps and they're not all the same ones with the same lanes. So overall, I was very happy with it. Now, that's my take on Blackout, zombies, and multiplayer. If you have any questions, let me know. But as a full consensus on the game, I am actually very impressed. I thought that I was going to give this very little play and not really even mention it after, but who knows? Maybe I'll put out a video once a month on this, or maybe more. But it's definitely not going to be something that I play every day, but at the same time, it is kind of fun to have a change-up game. Usually that was Fortnite for me, where I would play that like maybe once a week on a weekend with some friends, and then Division every other day, and then post a Fortnite video maybe once a month. I think that Black Ops 4 is probably going to take that spot and kind of be my, if I need a change-up kind of outlet game. And it's good for that. It's really fun, and it's really well put together. I'm happy with it, and it definitely it let me down in the beta, and so I'm very, very happy that they were able to make it really great for its full release. So either way, I think it is worth the hype. It is a good game, and it's something to try out. It does have a little bit of a higher price tag, especially when you compare it to games like Fortnite that is out there literally for free, but it has a much more realistic look, and I know a lot of people don't like the cartoony look of Fortnite, and I very much understand that. So either way, it's something that's new and it's around, and it's actually very good, and I'm happy with it. So that's my full kind of first impressions, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, let me know, and I will catch you tomorrow.
Time's nearly up. Finish strong.
Triage system engaged. Wasted Nomad. They're dead.